What's up, guys? Nate Petrosky from Narrowway Homestead. I'm going to talk about being in public and going to a meet and greet. Because obviously I recently went to a meet and greet in Ohio at Lehman's, which is a super cool, I basically just call it an off-grid superstore. I don't know if that's the greatest definition for it or not, but it works for me. Meet and greets always make me nervous, and I'm just an introvert, and so it's just a matter of being surrounded by a bunch of people that for some reason want to see me, and it's just the whole experience is just odd to me. I mean, I live out here in the middle of the woods and I don't see many people very often, and I love every bit of it. It's not that I dislike people, I'm literally an introvert. It's just a personality thing. So I'm very happy not going to a lot of social interactions and all that sort of thing. But so many people have wanted me to do meet and greets, and I've done them every year ever since I've been on social media, and never once ever regretted doing one. And I actually enjoy them. However, for the first day beforehand, I'm just oh my gosh, why am I doing this? This is crazy. Hey, don't run me over, Peggy. I'm trying to make video. I don't think she'll run me over. But yeah, and then a half hour beforehand, I'm just oh my gosh, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? And then once I do the meet and greet, then I remember why I'm doing it, because so many of you guys just love it. It's one of the ways to be able to meet people online face to face and help me as a content creator remember that every single person behind this screen, every single view that's on the video is a person that is watching my content for whatever reason and probably enjoying it. For the most part, enjoying it. The haters comment more often than the people that don't hate, but the people that show up to meet and greets are typically the people that actually want to see me, because even though some people dislike me, they're not going to take time out of their day to come see me and be like, hey, you're a dummy. At least not yet. It all started off great. I actually got there early in the morning. Get off of me, bee. I got there early in the morning because I wanted to browse the store. I basically browsed the store for 3 hours and then left for a few hours and came back about 2:30. The meet and greet was scheduled from 3 to 6 and got there about 2:30. I couldn't even drive in the parking lot. People were everybody was obviously there. A lot of people came early to hang out, but I had to go take Minion over to a back corner of the lot and get Minion a drink and make sure he was all emptied out and super chill and all that good stuff. So I did all that, came in early, said hi to a bunch of people. The thing that blew my mind, and it blows my mind every time, but this time in particular, at least one person came from 10.5 hours away. Multiple people came from 4 to 7 hours away. You guys really traveled to come say hi. And I sat, most of my meet and greets up until this point have been fairly small, 20 to 50 people. And we just all kind of sit in whatever setting it is and we just talk, and usually, people get to talking with each other and make friends, and that pretty much happened this time. It was just way bigger. I think 68 people, somewhere around there, were signed into the guest book. Not everybody signed it, probably. I could swear there was 200 people. The number may have been much closer to something between 100 and 200, because I saw at some points there was a line at the table and there was 20 to 30 people in the line multiple times. But anyway, it was really cool. Lehman's was so awesome with hosting it. They kept us provided with refreshments and drinks and just talk to the people too. And of course they're hey, check out the store while you're here. And absolutely, I was saying the same thing. Dude, this store is awesome. You guys need to check it out. It's a museum, it's a store. It's not really a museum, but there's so much stuff to look at that's not for sale. In my mind, making it kind of like a museum. Poor Minion though, he got overwhelmed. It was a big day, big trip for him. I think he's just not used to such a social setting. There were a couple dogs there. One dog he had met before and hung out with here on the homestead. My friend has a dog named Benny, and Minion and Benny hang out and do stuff here sometimes. But anyway, Minion was just not having it. I could just see the stress all over him. And next meet and greets I do, every 45 minutes, I bet there's going to be at least a 10 to 15 minute break, if not just for my sake, for Minion, because I'm okay once once I get going and all, like it's cool. I love meeting people. I just dread meeting people up until the point I'm meeting people. It's just an introvert thing. I love living in the woods. I love like not thinking of myself as anyone special, because there's like nobody around here being like, hey Nate, you're awesome. So, well, maybe Jen sometimes. But yeah, generally speaking, there aren't just like people giving me a big swollen head making me think I'm like some awesome guy. Like I'm just some dude in my mind, and I better always stay just some dude in my mind. But it was an absolute blast. Poor Minion though, he got so worked up that a couple times when I set him down and he's on the leash and he saw the other dog, he was trying to bark at him. Like he went lunging full force at him like he was going to absolutely attack them. And if I had let go of the leash, he probably would have gone up to whichever dog it was and just started viciously attacking him in the face. He was overwhelmed. And once we reached a certain point, I gave him to Jen and I'm like, you've got to get him out of here. Like he can't do this anymore. He has hit the stress point where like he just does not need to be here. And then gave him to Jen. Jen was on her way out. Jen got stopped by somebody to talk to. She was holding Minion kind of upside down, and then Minion was getting petted, and then Minion just fell asleep. He just conked out. Like it was just, he had had enough, and things just got slightly calmer, and he just took a nap. It was pretty cool. But some of you guys brought some stuff, got some homemade chocolate chip cookies from somebody that asked in a live, like, what's your favorite cookies? And somebody made an amazing cutting board with like the animal names in it and my name and Jen's name, and like, you guys are awesome. A lot of times it's very easy as a content creator to sit here behind the screen and feel like a lot of people are just like hanging out judging you, you know, on the other side, because that's, you know, some of who leaves the comments. But deep down I always know there's positive people. Well, when you go to the meet and greets and actually meet these people, it's just, you know, there's some people that just are absolutely awesome people. And a lot of you guys were telling me how inspirational my content is, or how my content specifically helps you guys. And I get DMs and messages from people saying, I'm just going through a really hard time in life and your videos are just helping me. And I don't really understand how that happens or how that's possible. But if my videos are somehow helping other people, either inspirational or just making life easier, because life sometimes is really difficult, it's just such a win. Like, if my greatest accomplishment in life, and probably will be my greatest accomplishment in life, is making other people's lives somehow better or easier, that's just like the biggest win. It's awesome. And I'll get people message me too saying, you know, like a father and son, like, I just really don't get along good with my parents. And then like, but we both watch your videos and then we talk about them, and it gave us like a starting point to like build a relationship again and stuff. And like, yeah, I'm just blown away that kind of thing can happen around my content. And like, it is the most rewarding thing about doing all these videos, not just teaching people something cool about how they could do an off-grid homestead, but rather like connecting people or improving relationships in some way. That's crazy to me, but it's crazy cool, like so cool. So yeah, I mean, this whole video creation thing has really affected me, just based on the fact that my videos affect you guys in such a positive way sometimes. It just blows my mind, and it's the coolest thing ever. It's so cool. So yes, I make videos, I make money off of videos, I am running businesses, multiple businesses, and this is in a lot of ways a business to me. But just like, you know, somebody else that goes to work, and, you know, depending on your job, like, you may help people in your job. Of course you're doing it for the paycheck, but because, you know, everybody needs money to live. Even people that live in the woods, even though I don't need nearly as much as some other people do just to exist. But, you know, if somebody's a nurse or something, they're just loving, like, you know, their patients and treating them great. And like, yeah, some things in life are really rewarding, and whether you're getting a paycheck or not from it, like the reward of seeing people being happier or living better lives is just the awesomest thing. That's really it. So yeah, I'm pretty much talking about a meet and greet, but yeah, I'm saying, like, yeah, I apparently have affected many people's lives by making these videos, and in turn, you guys responding so positively and telling me that, like, affects my life. And it's like, wow, like I can actually like someday be like, you know, I did something in life. And will my name and be attributed to any of it? Will I ever like get credit in some kind of noticeable way? Don't know, don't care, doesn't matter. If I can, even if it's discreetly, leave positive impacts on a bunch of people while I'm on this planet, that is the awesomest thing ever and the best reward. Because like, even, yeah, you know, I make some money on here. It's cool. I'm able to buy cool things like a Ram T-Rex. I'm not taking that with me to the grave, right? Like, in the grand scheme of things, it does not matter. The only thing that really carries on is people and future generations. So if I can somehow be a positive impact on any of that, I'm thrilled. Life's complete. I'm good. I'm happy. And appreciate you guys coming to the meet and greet. I just wanted you guys to know that it's not just, you know, yeah, I'm sitting there behind a table, particular in this one, and just like being the guy of interest or whatever. Okay, we all know it's really minion, but but like, yeah, it's you guys are absolutely affecting me based on the way you react to my content and your responses. And yes, most of the time I respond to hater comments versus others. It makes easier content. It's just easier to do, because somebody says something nice about me and I go to make a video like, yeah, you said I'm a great guy. Here, let me pat myself on the back while I explain why I'm a great guy. Like, I do not know how to respond to positive comments. I just don't. I don't understand how to respond to compliments. I don't understand any of that. I do not know how to. But if somebody dislikes me, I can very calmly and just, yeah, dryly make an easy video about it. And a lot of you guys are entertained by watching it. But basically, I see you guys and your positivity and your positive comments and your positive messages and your positive emails. I see all of it. It affects me tremendously, far more than any hater comments ever could hope to. So thank you guys for being an awesome community, great people. And I'm so glad you guys have found your lives somewhat better because of me, and I find my life way better because of you guys. So thanks for watching. Thanks for coming to the meet and greets. Thanks for supporting the channel in all the various ways you do. And I will catch you guys in the next video.